success meets psychology in Paulina's way. Strengthen your mindset every week. Success story every Wednesday. Traders who broke through their limits. Psychology session every Friday. Join now. Hit the bell. One.
Welcome to another Funding Pips success story. We have with us today Gaber, Mohammed, Abdullah, Qaid, Al-Jabri, a trader whose journey is built on discipline, consistency, and long-term focus. Hi, Jaber, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for
Um,
having me.
Thank you for joining us. I would like to tell our traders that we are giving away two 25K accounts on Two Step Pro. Stick till the end to know how to enter. And for the time being, I would love to delve into your trading journey, Jabir. Can you briefly share your background and how you started trading?
Well, I started back in 2021 when my friend introduced me to crypto at that time. And from there, I started crypto. Obviously, it didn't work. I stuck with crypto for like more than a year. And then I found out about binary options. They're not, I thought they were trading, but they were not trading. And I stuck with that prop firms for a few for that with these platforms for a few months. I also didn't work, so I kept grinding, and in so many points I wanted to give up, like in so many points of my journey. And then find forex. I was like, okay, this is actually forex trading. And then brokers, and then until I found prop firms, and then I stuck with funding whips because like since the beginning, like I know funding whips since the absolute beginning.
That's amazing to hear. So your friend told you about crypto and that attracted you to start trading. What's the part that attracted you the most, or what was the most appealing part about trading to you?
To be honest, at the beginning, I think it was just curiosity. I was curious about it, and I wanted to know everything about it. Because I didn't came with that mindset of, oh, I want to like make $1 million or something like that. I was just curious about crypto and how it work, and interesting to hear the news and everything that's about trading and crypto. It was just curiosity, I would say.
All right, that is a good motive to start something that is great. All right. Can you tell me about some of the challenges you faced early on?
Well, there were so many challenges, like because I was, in school, and I know every teacher who's still in school or college, it's very difficult for them, like when it comes to family, like it's difficult because you're still in like you're still a teenager, and people think that you probably don't know what you're doing, and it's gonna feel like you're gonna feel like you're wrong and you're doing like the wrong decision, but you should just keep going. And also, I would say it's just that like I didn't have the uh, the resources to doing it right from the beginning. So like I had to figure out everything by myself. Like I had to, like I think I watched like every single video about trading at that time. Like I knew every single influencer, and I at that time I couldn't get a mentor, and I think that was the biggest like difficult that I faced. It was the mentorship. I was learning by myself, and that was difficult to know where to start. So that made me lose a lot of time here and there,
Yeah.
because there is no one who directs you.
Well, Jabber, despite all of that, you're still showing up, and that says a lot about you. Um, if I can move on to my next question. Before trading started working for you, what was the most difficult part about that period while you were in college?
You mean before I become profitable?
Yes, before you became profitable, yeah.
Well, if you're like every phase, I think has been phases in my journey, and I think every phase has its own difficulty.
Mhm.
So at the beginning, it was, you know, like knowledge, and in some points it's become time because I have to work and do college and all that, and I had to. So I get was just lack of time and lack of resources, and I think the main difficult was, I would say, I think it's myself.
That is
You
very
know,
interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
I think I was limiting myself
Okay.
through my mindset and the way I was thinking about myself. Like you don't think you deserve it enough. You think you're, like I know most traders who start trading, they think they are different and they can make it in no time and they can be special in it.
Yeah.
But for this, like so many people who's like in their mindset, they doesn't feel like they deserve it. Like they doing it just like because they think when they grind, they can do things, but they doesn't believe that in themselves that they deserve this, and it is possible.
It is, of course, it's possible. And I do believe a lot of the traders with us today can relate to what you just said. So it's very good that they get to see what some discipline can get to you. I want to dig deeper into the rewards you have taken. Can you describe one of the most meaningful rewards you've ever had from funding Pips, and what did it represent to you?
I think obviously the first payout, the first reward, it was obviously the most meaningful one because it was like it's like this is reality. It's like it's real, especially for someone who has been grinding for, I don't know, like I got my first payout after like more than 3 years in the trading space.
Yeah.
So it was like this is true. Like sometimes I was like, there is no way trading could work. Like this thing is not possible. Like there is no way this is work. This is scam. But when you get it, it's like you realize it's
Surreal.
real. Yeah, it could work, and it was like it's just awesome. That moment is just awesome. I just want to go back to that moment.
That's such a special moment to anyone, I believe, and I'm glad that you're sharing this with us.
Yeah.
Um, how did receiving rewards from funding Pips impact your life or the life of your loved ones?
Of course, it impacts a lot, but I would say the most side that it impacted, it's the mental, like it's the mentality. Like for me, it changed my mindset that I am worthy and I could do it and this thing is possible. And to my family, it's like it's just y- like you're not. It's like you're not what do you call it? I wanted to do it with a like smooth way. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get that. It's hard
It,
to live. It's not the easiest environment to grow in. Um,
exactly.
I understand that. It really can't be the easiest. Did you have any personal or professional goals you were able to move closer to when you started trading with us with Funding Pips?
You mean outside of trading or in trading?
Any personal goal or professional one? If you consider trading as your professional goal, then yeah, please.
Well, I wanted to be an athlete, I wanted to be a kung fu athlete,
Mhm.
but because my circumstances, obviously I couldn't. And now it's become possible for me right now. I could actually chase my passion, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like because I had stopped for a while. It's like you change. Like the moment you grow, because I've been a teenager. Like you go through phases in your mentality and mindset. So my goal right now, I think I would take trading to become a full time trader and having a success and being able to getting rewards. That's just gonna make it a lot easier and achievable for you mentally, because in reality everything is achievable but you have to change it in your mindset first.
Th- I do agree, and a lot of the disciplined traders will agree with you as well. It all starts with yourself.
Yeah,
You did mention you were an athlete,
yeah,
and I know that it's Kung Fu. So,
yeah.
my next question is about that. You come from a Kung Fu background. How has that discipline translated into your trading approach? How did it affect your trading?
Obviously, you know like when you're kung fu, it's like it's different than any other sport, because when it came to training actually in the gym, like lifting. But when it comes to combat, fighting sport, the sport that requires a high mental state, it's
Mhm.
just it just makes you a lot more stable when it comes to handling losses. And you could like when you're like disciplined, this is a general knowledge. When you're disciplined out of the chart, you're gonna be disciplined in the chart. And to be honest with you, kung fu, like when I was like actually in trading, like after I passed the crypto phase, the binary phase, and I'm in the phase, kung fu, like I already had stopped it for like a year.
Okay.
So yeah, because like I couldn't manage it. No. And there was also like especially in my like current position where I'm in Yemen, like there's no support for athletes, so there is like, yeah, it's hard for you to achieve it if you're in here. So I had to take training seriously. So uh, so I, I i kept in the gym, I kept training in the gym to keep my track on myself. And the background of being a kung fu athlete, it's just, I think it has a advantage and disadvantage. One of the biggest disadvantage is when you train, especially a combined sport, you should believe that like it makes you they call it, it makes you angry about losing,
Yeah.
so you could get motivated to fight
To-
again. Like this is in kung fu, okay? But when you come to apply to in the chart, it's gonna ruin you. You cannot revenge trade, because it's like this is also related to like mentality us as a humans. Like like it's we don't think it like our mind doesn't think of a loss like a loss. He think about it as a threat.
yeah.
And he has to survive. And what it does is keep trading to find out when.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so that was one of the biggest disadvantage for me.
That couldn't have been easy, but nonetheless, you have worked so hard to get to where you are. And you did use your skills to do that. Kudos, honestly. Um, I wanted to ask a bit more about your challenges. And I wanted to ask, was there ever a point where you considered stopping
Stop
trading,
trading.
quit trading?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Can you tell
could
me how that went?
when you be like financially set, you could, it's
No,
all
I
about
mean, like
like
when you were challenged, were you at any point, like, did you consider and be like, oh, this is not for me. I'm just gonna quit. I don't want to do trading anymore.
multiple times. I think more than I can remember. And
Okay.
I can mention a lot. Like I remember I blew my first when I joined to prop firms. I blew my first account, and at that moment, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it. I don't know if my friend's seeing this, watching this. So me and him we were like broke. So we come out with money. We bought one 5K account, and we were trading it together.
Okay.
And we took like I don't know, like a lot of like so many months trading that account. And when we blew it, it was like this is not gonna work.
I understand.
uh,
I think most people decide they want to quit there. Like they say we blew it, we're not going to do it anymore. But you did continue.
yeah,
Did continue.
yeah,
What made you continue and not stop at that point?
because I had like I think there was more than one reason.
Mhm.
One of them is I wanted to make it work, and I knew that there is more out there. Like I knew I wasn't actually taking it seriously. I wasn't doing the work that's required. I felt that I'm lazy. I knew that. So I knew if that I could do better, and by doing better, I could achieve better. I wasn't thinking that I could achieve better. I thought that I could do better, and doing better could make me achieve more.
That
Just
is
knowing that I'm lazy, and I have to put more work, because sometimes you be like, oh, I did all the everything I could, but if you actually be honest with yourself and you ask yourself, you'll be like, I don't know, I don't think I'm doing, there's some points where you're not honest with yourself. You must be honest and ask it, and actually knowing what's going on so you can be check and track with yourself.
that is a very solid advice, Jabir. I really do believe all traders should follow that. Um, what lesson did trading with funding pips teach you about consistency?
uh Look, consistency, it's all about like the more time you put, it's like I think it's a mathematical. We can calculate it mathematically, and when it comes to I'm not very good at math, but I know a little bit about math. So the more time you are in something or in any industry, like the more time equal higher chance of achieving or doing hitting that goal. So it's just about continuing. You know what I mean? Like it's just this is math. You cannot mess with math. The more time, the more time with the same inputs. If you're doing the same input, it could like there is a way where it could not give you different outputs. Like if you're putting the same outputs and it's not doesn't give you the needed outputs, then
Yeah.
you must be changing the inputs. But when you know these inputs are right and they should drive you towards whatever you want, just keep doing these inputs, and through time it's just gonna hit and it's just going to work. It should be. It could not work.
You showed up and you kept showing up, Jabir.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you think that funding pips helped you achieve that consistency when you started um, trading with us?
So I think I know Funny Bips since the beginning, and for me, as like obviously I wanted to join, because I like it was the best platform out there. Like honestly, like for like especially for me, as a Yemeni, because like restriction and all that stuff, and it was like with the rules, everything was like great, and I knew that like like I could achieve it with this prop firm, because like for the way I trade and the rules and everything, it's just the perfect, like I have to put work and it should work. If it going to work, it should work here. You know what I mean? Like it was just the best, like for me
Yeah.
since the beginning.
I 100% agree that discipline tends to show up when rules are clear. And we follow the
Exactly.
rules, we learn
That's
discipline.
100% true. Exactly.
I want to ask and dig deeper into the community that you have been sharing with us. How has being part of Funding Pips community influential in your journey?
Being a part of the Funding Pips community.
Yeah, how has it impacted you in a positive manner?
Well, you mean in like in the Discord, like as an
Yeah,
environment.
the Discord community in private among traders of funding pips and so on.
Well, Funding Pips has, to be honest, one of the most like it's a very active community, and I keep seeing people, like you keep scrolling, guys, seeing people getting payouts, and that's one of the most you know to see payouts and see that people are achieving success. It makes you like feel that it's possible. And to be honest, like, the I think for Funding Groups is community is one of the like most, what, I don't know what's the right word for it, but it's the most community where you feel that you bonded with the team. Like this is unnegotiable fact, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
even Khalid, I talk with him on the Instagram. He's a great guy. Even he's active in the Discord. That never happened at sea, or like talking to traders. That's I'm kind of shocked with this, and it's just amazing to have. And he talking about us. What do you think about this? Do we do that? Do that? And it's just fucking. I mean, it's awesome. It's really
It
awesome.
really is. It really is. And that is why our motto is built by traders for traders. And Khalid
Yeah.
sees that vision and he wanted to extend it to everyone else out there. And that support you found amongst the Funding Pips community matters more than a lot of people realize. It changes your perspective on things.
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted to see if you have any advice you would give someone that just started their journey with Funding Pips today.
Well, there are so many things I could tell them to do, and I think one of the like there is so many things I could say. First, like if you have been trading for a while, just keep putting just the thing is, like, I'm talking to people who has been trading for a while and they haven't been seen success. Don't do this mistake. Don't ever compare to yourself to others. Don't do this. This is just gonna kill you. Like, seriously, compare yourself to others. This is just gonna kill you. Just focus on yourself and just keep putting these inputs that they must achieve the needed outputs. And if you're a beginner, like, you're very lucky. You have all the resources online. You have everything right now. Like, I know when I first started, there wasn't, like, I didn't know anything about platforms. Like, there was no platform. I started with crypto. I started with binary options, forex, brokers, all of that. But you're so lucky to have this opportunity. I'm telling you right now, take it seriously. Don't let it slip. Okay, just take it seriously. Start, like, because if you're gonna like, take it as a like like a side hustle, just you cannot make it work if you're not taking it seriously. You could work, or like, or do it, like, go to college. Like, I was in college while trading, but the thing is, you must take it seriously. You cannot blame anyone else. You cannot, don't be lazy on this. Okay, just take it seriously, and I promise you, it's very achievable. It's reality. It's real. Okay, it's real. Okay, it's working. I know people who's in phases of beginning or has been training for a while and has been success. They think it's not real, and it's just not gonna work. But I'm telling you, it's real. It could work. You just have to change your mindset that you deserve this.
That's something new traders really need to hear, Jabber. You're absolutely right. Um, why do you think sharing success stories like yours is important for the trading community?
Of course, it's because it's like you get like 3, 4, 5 years of experience in just one live stream. Like, people just drop like sauce in here, and like, because like, people with different backgrounds, different stories. When you listen to their stories, like, you know how hard was it for them, and you can see that you are literally in that phase of them when they were struggling, and that could literally help your mindset and make you way more aware on what's going on. Because if you're just losing and you're like too close, you don't want, like, you don't, like, maybe you scroll on social media, you watch the successful traders, like but you, watching successful trader who's actually living the success is way more different than watching someone who's actually, like, what talking about his story. Because this is just, about how hard is it, and how, like, what's the difficult, what you could face through your journey. And you know that they make it through these difficulties, and that makes you more knowledgeable, and you could easily achieve whatever you want, as long as you actually taking actions while listening to people's stories.
You always have to do something and be consistent about it if you want to change or get to where you want to get. That is a fact. Speaking of our trading community, it is time for our traders to ask Jabir any question now. So please, if you have any question for Jabir, leave it down below in the comment section. And me and Jabir will make sure to go over them and answer any query you have. So to move on with my questions, Jabir.
Yeah.
What is the current approach you have to the market and how is it evolving?
Well, I trade ICT like most traders, and but the thing is, I am more adaptive to the market. So I trade one market, the Nasdaq, and I'm trying to master the this one asset. And what I mean by mastering, I don't mean understanding how it works, because all markets, they always change during cycles throughout the year. And what I do is, I just I become adaptive to the Nasdaq. So I understand this one asset. Like, I have been trading with this asset for more than 2 years, like specifically this asset, and I approach it as a statistical and probability trading method. So, like, for the Nasdaq, especially for the indices, you have real statistics behind it. Like, you have the RTH gap, you have the ORB, like, you have statistical that already shown, like, for like 100, like, for tens of years, in like Wall Street and all of this. So this market I traded because uh, it's it's a market where you can actually apply an edge that backed with real data. That's how I treat it. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay. So going to a question that I just received. Jabir,
Okay.
Maxwell would like to know what has been the defining moment in your trading journey?
The defining meaning, the
A changing point.
well, I would say it was like, there's so many points in my life when I was about to quit, and every time I had a reason, specific reason for that period of time, that phase of my time, to make me not quitting and keep going. And the last, the last one, which was I think, yeah, in the end of 2024, I was about to quit in November 2024. And at that moment, the reason for me to keep going, it was like, I give it one last chance. Like, that's my first time I said, okay, I'm going to give this one more chance, because I knew that, like, I had everything needed for the success. I knew that I just needed more time. So it was like the mentality of having knowledge and, like, general things in life, in life or math. This keep you, make you more alarm and knowledgeable about what's going on. So because I had that, I I knew I should have keep going, and it was just, I'm already in. I'm already in. Like, this is my life right now. I have to keep pushing. just one more time. Like if you, every time you lose, it's like just one more time, one more time. Okay, I lose one more time. I lose one more time. It's like this, and eventually it has to work. It have to work.
Yeah. Those moments are really the moments that stick with a person. Um, if I can go to another question by another trader, Logi. So our psychology definitely matters. So I like this question. How do you face your loss, Jabir?
Mm. Well, there's so many ways I do it.
Could
Like
you share some of it?
one of these ways is I just, you know, I step away from the chart, no hands on the keyboard, and I drink water and I just breathe, and I sometimes I do push-ups. Like I just go do like 20, 30, 50 push-ups just to like to because sometimes you're too zoomed in, so I need to zoom out.
Yeah.
So I do activities, physical activities. It's one of the reasons how I handle losses. And sometimes I just like through time, it's like because like for me, like physically, I have my chart right here and I have my checklist right here.
Mhm.
So when I take a loss, I immediately check it. Was it a good loss? Was it a bad loss?
Okay.
So like when you have a physical idea of what's going on, you can stay on track and not staying in that zoom in time. When you like you are too deep in the chart, you cannot take your eyes out of it. So I have like a checklist. Like I have to make it like a habit. Every time I take a trade, win or loss, bad or good, I have to make it to check my checklist so I can stay alarm and awake and not just keep traveling and keep taking losses.
People think it's very simple, but it is simple, but it's really hard. You have to learn when to step away and just take a breather.
Exactly.
Yeah. So someone wants to ask you, um, how do you spend your day? What is your routine throughout the day?
Right now I'm studying in college, so morning college, and then I trade. I go to the gym, and I keep like so it's like I go to college and I trade, and then I go to the gym, and after the gym it's whether I watch series of movies or I back test and I optimize my edge.
All right. That sounds like a very balanced day. Kudos for you. Um, okay. We have another question. Which funding pips account size did you achieve this with?
The 50Ks.
The
50Ks.
50K.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go back to one or let's say a couple of more questions. How do you manage risk today compared to when you first started 4 years ago?
You mean when it comes to trading in general, like prop firms?
Trading and trading, how do you manage your risk? What is your risk management plan?
When it comes to like, of course, from a broker to prop firms, like I trade prop firms. I don't trade personal accounts. Prop firms. So I risk 2% on the phase one in the challenge phase, and even if I'm on drawdown, I don't decrease my risk. So like I risk 2%. This is a fixed risk on the challenge account. I don't decrease it even if I'm drawdown, because the thing is, like if you know you have your statistical data, you know that over time, yeah, like yeah, okay, let's say you have a three losing streak, okay, and then you have a three winning streak, okay. If through these three losing streak you lose 2% per trade, that's like 6%, and then you decrease your risk because you're in drawdown, and then you win another three, you're not out of the drawdown because you decrease your risk. The other thing is I keep the risk the same 2%, and then the master account I drop it to half percent, 1%.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Um, Jabir, if you could leave one message for traders facing challenges right now, what would that message be?
Challenges. Keep yourself on check.
Mhm.
Keep journal your trades. It could be first you need to identify the problem, the issue. Is it a mental issue or the strategy issue? Okay. After you find it, if it's a mental issue, then you should just I know what's the reason, because also the mental issue there, it could be like the reason could be different from uh, one to from others. So the thing is, you need to know what's this thing you are facing, and then you just fix it. uh, but if it's a strategy issue, then you're just gonna have to backtest and journal. Don't underestimate journaling. It's very important. I used to say it's not important because it's just going like, I know what I do, why should I journal? Trust me, you should journal.
That is a very solid advice. You should always journal, keep track of all the good trades and bad trades, and keep a track of your patterns. So I would like to tell our traders to get a chance to win one of the 225K Step Pro giveaway. You should like, subscribe, and comment under the YouTube video your favorite part about Jaber's journey. And Jabir, I would love to hear if you have any few last words before we end the live stream.
I want to say thank you everyone for thank Funding Pips for having me. And it has been a great journey for me with Funding Pips, and I'm looking forward to achieve more success. And I wish I could help people to achieve success. And thank you everyone for being here. And thank you too.
Thank you, Jabir, for your time and for sharing your journey with us and the Funding Pips community. I hope you have a wonderful night. And once again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Where success meets psychology in Paulina's way. Strengthen your mindset every week. Success story every Wednesday. Traders who broke through their limits. Psychology session every Friday. Join now. Hit the bell. One session could change your trading forever. Funding Pips.